Locked right here on the Fan Cave Sports Talk.
The Fan Cave.
Cave? What cave?
The Fan Cave Sports Talk.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Hello. How are you today? If you look, all of you look weird. What's the issue? Oh, right. All right. You guys were expecting to see Cousin Brad do the Fan Cave today. Yeah, no, it's not happening today. I am his alter ego, Arthur A. Wellington, and you're not. We are doing the Fan Cave today here. Welcome here, live IBP Media, and to my left, is controversial Carl. Hello.
I'm here to bring that controversy. He ought to work.
Yeah. I don't know where your cousin is. I don't know where he went. He went somewhere. He's not here.
You know where he's at. You know where you deal with him.
He's not here today. Anyway, we have got a great show for you planned here. We got a great show today. We got a great show lined up. So gather around, children. Sit, listen, because we're going to get into the Fan Cave. Elephant in the room. He does the thing with the elephant. I'll just do it for you. Okay, so elephant in the room. You guys, American footballers, you guys got a thing. The Buffalo Bills. Yeah, you're fans of that. Yeah. So now Josh Allen, he just made about $250 million of all the dollars, and not all of the Bills fans, including to my colleague to my right, were happy about that. They weren't happy, not at all. Tell me something controversial, Carl. Why do Bills fans hate when Buffalo Bills get paid? I don't understand. I don't get it. You want the best players. You have one of the best players. He's right there. Pay the man. And you made a show on Friday saying that this man should not get his money. I would love to know why you think that. Let's start there. Josh Allen got paid. Big deal. Big contract. $258 million. $150 million guaranteed. And Carl's upset about it. Why?
I never said that I was upset. First of all, the accent is superb. Second of all, I never said I was upset. I just said, did the Bills rush? I asked the question. That doesn't necessarily mean I'm against them doing this, right? Actually, after further review, right? After further review, I'm looking down the line, and it's like they're about to get a TV deal, which is going to expand the cap space. We gonna have heck of cap space. So I'm not really mad about it. And I look at these other contracts coming down the line. I think by next year, Josh Allen will be like 5th place when it comes to this contract, maybe even 3rd or 4th. So I think they actually made the right move. Now that I think about it, because they did it before they got those, other contracts.
Okay, understandable. So now, I mean, let's look at this from an objective standpoint here. The Buffalo Bills have not had the best history when it comes to QB. They just had Tyrod Taylor. They just got rid of him. Nathan Peterman was just bloody awful. Ryan Fitzpatrick, Doug Flutie, Rob Johnson, and a bunch of other guys. If I didn't name them, that means they weren't worth the time. So they finally got the guy, Josh Allen. He made a lot of bajillions of dollars, and it gives me the heebies of GBs because now we got a guy, he's the 2nd highest quarterback in the league behind Patrick Mahomes, shout out to him, and ahead of Dakota Prescott. So here we are here. Josh Allen makes all the money. He's the guy that they're going to build around. They finally paid the guy. So how does this affect the rest of the league? I mean, how does it affect Baker Mayfield, Lamar Jackson, and all the other guys that are going to be sitting here looking, where's my play day? How does this work? How does this work here?
Well, this accent is throwing me a loop. Anyway,
weren't ready for this, were you?
I definitely wasn't. I'm gonna throw in a bit. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But listen,
I'll stop.
No, listen. You can bring them back from time to time when it matters. Okay. So listen. It's not going to affect them. They're going to go for a higher number, or maybe they go for a low number. I really don't know because actually none of them have played as good as Josh Allen played last year. So, but then again, my only apprehension was that he only did what he did for a year, and I
Did he though?
expected for a year, maybe a year in the end of the last year before that. But
Okay.
because he did the playoffs in the second year, right?
Exactly. I mean, let's look at this. Sorry, guys. By the way, that was my alter ego, Arthur Wellington. He joins the show from time to time when I get a little pissed off. Anyway, bring back Crocodile Dundee. No, we're killing him. We're killing him. America. Yeah. Anyway, the cap comes down next year. Too, so we're going to be broke. No, we are not going to be broke. Facebook user who put that here. The cap does not come down. We're good. It's good that we lock this guy up. I mean, let's be honest here. Let's be honest. The NFL is a money-driven business. Josh Allen is the first legit MVP candidate. I didn't say MVP. Legit candidate. He took us to the AFC Championship last year. This man has only improved since the day he was drafted. Let's be honest. He got in. He was drafted.
Can we call him? Can we call him the AFC?
Can we call him?
No.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Right.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. Anyway, we do have a video of him signing the big deal. Kulu, if you have that footage, please pull it up. Let's watch. Let's just watch real quick.
So it's definitely a spot where it's surreal to be in the spot right now, and I'm just thankful that we could get it done, and now we can focus on going out there and earning it, and making sure that they understand that I know that they didn't pay me for what I've done, that they did this because they expect me to continue what I'm doing and expect me to go win this team some championships. So
yeah,
we got a lot of work to do. I know that. I'm just excited to again put this behind me and start focusing on football now.
Oh,
usually not good.
Yeah.
Did you agree with that?
Yeah, usually nothing usually happens good after midnight, right? That's the saying. So, but that call was pretty cool.
When you reflect back to your first press conference here and just how you wanted to repay the faith of this team.
This dude don't even look like he's about to get $43 million per year.
I know. Look at him. He just looks so like calm up there. He like, y'all, what's up, poor people?
Any level of
I don't know. Cheeks are a little rosy.
think back and think of a level of I don't want to say satisfaction.
He just dug up his nose real quick.
Yeah, you see that right there? You see that right there? That's why I ain't gotta worry about no more. I ain't gotta worry about money like that thing.
That all those doubts seem to have been erased.
Well, I personally think it was just a match that was made to work. Me being in this great city here in Buffalo and kind of trying to embody what the city is, and it's blue collar, hardworking, don't complain, like figure it out mentality, and I'm very internally driven, and I've always had this goal of mine to play this game for as long as I can, and
he's hurt for Lamar.
Again,
he's hurt for
Lamar.
Lamar.
So much help along the way, and it's just again, it's a blessing, and I'm still trying to find words to really tell you how I feel. But all I know is that we got a game coming up here in a few weeks, and we got to be ready. I got to be on top of my game.
You're already trying to play football
for this team.
Right? Shout out to him.
That clip for us.
Shout out to him. Josh Allen, looking confident. Well deserved, dog.
Why you hurt for Lamar Jackson? You think Lamar gonna get more or less?
I mean, let's be honest. This is the question right here. So where does this put Baker Mayfield and Lamar Jackson? Now, Baker Mayfield was the number 1 overall pick. Lamar Jackson came a little later on in the round. Josh Allen was number 7, I believe. He was number 7. We are going to overpay for this quarterback. Shake my head. Yes, you probably are. You probably are going to pay a lot of more money for Lamar Jackson.
Listen, Lamar Jackson's skill set is easier to diminish than Josh Allen's, if you understand what I'm saying. Lamar Jackson runs for 1,000 yards rushing a year.
Yes.
So right now, his skill set, if he gets hit in that knee, and his knee is never the same, sorry, he ain't going to be worth that bread.
I mean, let's be honest. Lamar Jackson kind of earned his stripes too. He's a former, he's an MVP or MVP of the league. And man, like you said, he rushed for over 1,000 yards. Your man's a straight up stud. But with him, Josh Allen has now set the bar for Baker Mayfield and Lamar Jackson. Let's be honest. He set the bar. Baker, I think, won't make as much as Lamar or Josh. And I think Lamar Jackson is going to get just under what Josh Allen got, but above what Dak Prescott got. Because I mean, the top three quarterbacks are Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, and Dak Prescott. So I think that Josh Allen is going to get. Lamar Jackson is going to get right under Josh Allen, but right above Dak. And I don't think Baker is going to be anywhere near. Young Fazzarelli says next week he's calling in. You should, because your quarterback. I don't know. You gave him Sammy Watkins. You had a good run last year, and he said Mahomes set the bar for question mark. Okay, Mahomes set the bar because Mahomes got all the bajillions of the dollars. Josh Allen just set the bar for Baker Mayfield and Lamar Jackson. Same draft class. The draft class of 2018. That's what I mean by that. Josh Allen's the first one to get paid. I mean, Sam Darnold, don't know what he's going to do. We'll see what happens there. But Baker Mayfield was the first overall pick. Lamar Jackson came. I think he was picked, 24? Was he picked 24 in that draft? I don't know. But, yeah, so I think Josh Allen definitely set the bar high, and I think they're going to pay Lamar the money that he's earned. I mean, they're not going to let that guy go. You can't let a guy like Lamar Jackson walk away. You can't do that. So, and Baker Mayfield, I think he's staying. Go ahead.
All right, let me comment quick about one user said that those contracts are front loaded. So actually, we won't start paying Josh Allen. That will start coming against the cap. Now he did get like a $16 million roster signing bonus, but that does not count for the cap.
Right. Signing bonuses are
the cap for many years.
Right.
It won't even kick in for the next 2 years.
Right.
So most of that contract won't kick in for 2 years. He will get the signing bonuses, but they will not count against the cap.
Okay. Well, that's good. That's good. So now this leaves the next question. Now Josh has got his money. He's good. He signed the deal, inked the paper. He's good. Who's next? Do you throw the money at Stephon Diggs or do you throw the money at Tremaine Edmonds?
I'm going Stephon Diggs. He's already 16th paid highest in the league, so they got to go for a dude who led the league in receiving. He was a little unhappy already with Minnesota in his contract, so now we got to give him the bread. We don't have no choice to give him the bread. Him first. Tremaine Edmonds, I don't know what he's going to be yet. I don't feel safe giving him any money until the end of the season, to be honest with you. Or unless we're going to give it to him on a discounted rate, because what are we going to pay him? Matt Brown money? He's not getting top linebacker, middle linebacker.
You're not getting that. But I mean, you're gonna have some money freed up. It says IP Media says lock tight end up. Dawson Knox, lock him up.
Tremaine Edmonds.
Oh, okay. Lock Tremaine Edmonds up. Yeah, I mean, in theory, I get it. You want to lock your young middle linebacker who has all the potential in the world. Dude is only 20 years old. Like, he's just doing nothing. Yes, he misses
20
tackles.
years old for people are saying he's 20 years old for 3 years. How old is the man?
No, he was 19 when he was drafted. So I mean, he's probably just now turned 21. He probably just now turned 21 right now. Probably just turning 21 this year. Probably, I think he was 19 when he was drafted.
You can cash that.
So, yes, I get you don't want to pay Tremaine yet, and yes, he does miss a lot of tackles. Yes, he does miss some plays, but let's be honest. Dude is a straight savage. He's a straight savage. And Kulu here says, the guy from behind the curtain, Emmanuel Kulu, he says, defense wins championships. That is 100% true, except when you're the Chiefs, because your defense doesn't win you championships, because their defense did not win them a championship. Their offense did. So I mean, I get it. In theory, you want Tremaine Edmonds to get his money, but again, this is going to be the year he has to prove himself. I mean, you got 2 years under Leslie Frazier and Sean McDermott. They've been grooming you since you were drafted out of college. It's put up or shut up time. They then got Boogie Basham. They then got you some more guys on defense. You got the leadership of Jerry Hughes, Ed Oliver, Stala Tulele, Micah Hyde, Trey White. You learn how to be a pro now. Now you got to put skills into action. So if anybody had to prove themselves, I would say it's definitely Tremaine Edmonds. Carl, any thoughts?
I'm not the biggest Tremaine Edmonds fan. I just think he's athletic. I don't think he translates to the field good. I feel like he doesn't come downhill enough. You guys complained about Preston Brown.
23. He's 23.
He came down here and he put the hits on people. And even though he was a step late, he was there. Tremaine Edmonds, as I watch film over and over, he's always behind. Always behind. And I'm just not a big fan of his right now. Just got to be real with you.
Somebody said Tremaine Edmonds definitely not 21. He's 23. I did not know that. I could have sworn he was drafted at 19. He's been in the league a couple of years. So I don't know. D. Gilliam Jr. says, contract-wise, we're in a great situation. Edmonds is playing out of position. He blank. And, oh, God, here comes the Patriots fan to ruin the day, almost on cue. Toot is in the building chewing on something, just like a Boston Red Sox fan at a Yankee game. Welcome. Welcome to the Fan Cave, Toot. You just missed my British guy. You probably wouldn't like him considering you're a Red Sox fan. But shout out to you, Josh Allen, getting the big money deal, setting the bar high for Baker Mayfield and Lamar Jackson. What are your thoughts on this? And we know where it's going to be, but we're going to have to ask anyway for paperwork purposes. So go on. What's your thoughts?
I think it's a high risk, high reward deal for everybody involved. I could be wrong, but I feel like he's only had one good year. So there's a big bust, aspect of the contract. But if he keeps playing like he's been playing, he'll be worth it. So we'll see what happens.
Okay. Now you did bring up an interesting point. You brought up the bust bang sort of label. I don't think Josh Allen would be a bust. I mean, they did give him the money. I think he's definitely played out of his mind last year. The year before, it wasn't spectacular. But, I mean, you get to do Stephon Diggs and some players around him. You see what he did. I mean, to me, he's only going to get better this year. He's only going to be better this year, more experienced under Brian Daboll. I mean, this dude has been playing out of his mind. You see what happens when guys from small colleges come in with the right coaching staff. It'll work out to his advantage. So I don't want to give him. I mean, I'm not saying you gave him the bust label, but I don't think it would be a bust at all, even if he did just come out and just straight up suck. I mean, a lot of pressure is going to be on this dude. First interception. Oh my God, there goes all that money down the drain. First interception of the season that's going to happen.
Yeah, but last two big name quarterbacks to get big contracts after only essentially one really good year were Jared Goff, Carson Wentz. How'd that work out?
True. Jared Goff did. I mean, Jared Goff brought us. I mean, the defense kind of did, but dude brought. He went. They went
to that. Jared Goff was playing.
They went
well.
to the Super Bowl. Yeah, they went to the Super Bowl. You had to pay him. Same thing with Carson Wentz. They went to the Super Bowl. You had no choice. You had to pay him. And Carson Wentz, if y'all don't know, he's injured again. If y'all living under a rock, he's injured again. Now, we have a Fan Cave question coming out right now. Does this contract add pressure to Josh Allen to win it all? Yes and no. I would say yes. It definitely adds some pressure because now with high level of pay rise, it definitely comes high expectations. Now you're top, you're number 2 as far as quarterbacks under Mahomes, right above Dak. It definitely leads to high expectations now. You got to put it on the board. And he went to the championship last year, lost to the best quarterback in the league. So, I mean, it is what it is when it comes to that. But I think this definitely puts pressure on him. And no, because, I mean, yes, you paid him a lot of money, but at the same time, nobody knows what the future's going to hold. But what are your thoughts on that, too? First,
I think it puts pressure on. I think it does put a lot of pressure on him However, I think it puts more pressure on the GM because now you have to surround him with the necessary talent to win, and I don't think they have that yet. I think the Bills have big holes on their team that they need to fill in order to maximize Josh Allen. That's how
Okay.
I see it.
So we got Stephon Diggs. They don't have the big play Kelsey tight end that a lot of other teams have. They don't have that breakaway Derrick Henry running back. What holes are they necessarily missing?
You just named them. The line, they don't really have a number 2 receiver they don't have a great number 2 receiver. They have a number 2 receiver, but he's not, you can't, okay, so this is how I look at it. In the playoffs, the Bills were exposed. They all the Chiefs did was double team Stephon Diggs and say, "Hey, other dudes beat us." Y'all seen what happened?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what's stopping every team from doing that every week? Because you still don't have the number 2 and number 3 receivers to beat one-on-one coverage all day, every day. You don't have the tight end. You don't have a running game at all, and your offensive line is average at best. Like they struggle against elite talent, and they can't open holes in the run game.
Okay.
So
you do know
right.
that offensive
Yeah, I'm about to say,
line
Carl, strap in. Carl, strap in. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Right,
Go ahead, Carl.
Their offensive line, first of all, hasn't fully played together yet. They've had a couple of missing pieces every other week. They haven't had the same 5 on the line. They're missing their important guard, Cody Ford, who didn't play the rest of the season. You're missing.
It made no difference.
Hold on. Let him talk.
Swinging all over the place. Number 1. Number 2, the running game will be improved this year. I guarantee that. With the addition of Matt Breida. So he adds the speed element to the running game. Tight end position to be more solidified this year with that offensive line intact.
So you already had speed. I don't know what you're referring to.
Beasley won on routes. What you talking about, number 2 receiver? Beasley won on route more than most receivers do in the NFL. So I don't know as far as that though.
So what happened in the AFC Championship?
They missed plays.
Yeah, they missed a lot of plays, and the defense was ready. They did. You were right with that segment. They did. They did do a lot of double teams when it came to Stephon Diggs. Cole Beasley was not able to get open on the over the middle, and John Brown was just kind of not even there. We got speed. Isaiah McKenzie is fast. And to be fair, if you watch that championship game back, they were not running a lot of the same plays that they normally ran throughout the season either. Like they usually ran a lot of run pass options. They didn't really do a lot of that. They didn't let Josh be Josh, and I felt like that really kind of held him back this year in the championship game. So I don't know.
It sounds like
but
excuses.
at the same time, no, I'm not making excuses. The better team won. I'll give it to the Chiefs. The better team won.
Their defense is trash.
They were ready.
But
they were ready. They were ready. They were ready. They were ready for us. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna hold you. They were ready for us in a regular season game. We had to go score for score with them, and we couldn't do it. So it is what it is. But this year we do have Emmanuel Sanders. He can burn. He's a solid number 2. I'm not saying he's a number 1, but he's definitely a solid number 2. And Cole Beasley, he said he used to be. And Cole Beasley is probably one of the greatest slot players in the game right now. When it comes to running routes and getting open and finding spaces and holes in the defense, Beasley does that better than anybody. So according to a Facebook user, he had a broken foot last year. So now he's healthy.
Well, according to you, no excuses. Remember, that's what you always say about everybody else.
I agree. No excuses.
And he was the number 1 slot wide receiver in the league last year. What do you want me to tell you?
Yeah, and our biggest weakness, like as according to Facebook said, our biggest weakness was our tight end. I don't say that was our biggest weakness. Knox is okay. He okay. To me, with Knox is the same thing. He makes the hard catches, but the easy catches he doesn't make. I don't know what's up with that dude. The easy catches, the easy 3rd and 6 catches, he don't make those. But the tough, like 2nd and 20 catches and the tough sideline catches and the tough joints, he makes those. I don't get him. I don't understand Dawson Knox. So he's really weird. So that's where we are right now. I think I think Josh definitely earned every penny. Small dude came from a small town, Fireball came from Wyoming, and they built they put a lot of good players around him, and I think he definitely earned every penny of this contract he's going to get. I think it's a good investment. Let's see what happens. Any other thoughts on this before we switch gears? Okay, so we're going to switch gears here. We're going to switch over to America. I ain't gonna lie, I was one of the doubters. But you're talking USA basketball. Somebody IBP Media said put some respect on Gabe Davis's name. I think Gabe Davis is a future stud. I think he's a future good receiver. I don't want to say great yet, but I think he's a future good receiver. He was really good at UCF. Let's see what he did. He played well last year when he was called upon. See what he does in the future. But now we're switching gears. Going to basketball. USA basketball. USA won gold. They won gold. Kevin Durant was furious at the media saying, oh, yeah, we're Americans too. Saying that the rest of the world caught up. They did catch up, KD. They caught up. Y'all won. I give you that. Y'all won. Yeah, I mean, the rest of the world has caught up. Y'all won gold, though. I'll give y'all gold. Any thoughts on this? Toot, you're a basketball guy. What are your thoughts on USA shutting all the doubters up and winning gold finally?
I think it was impressive the way they came together. Like they kind of turned it on towards the end of the tournament. I think it was very impressive, especially when you consider the best players did not play for America.
Yeah,
they could have technically been better. Imagine how Steph Curry played. Imagine how Chris Paul played. I mean, they could have easily been better. So I think they played well despite the diversity and the missing players and subbing in and out and the lack of participants from the best players. I think they played well and they did as well as they possibly could. So shout out to them.
All right, Carl, what are your thoughts on USA winning that gold?
Bro, solidifies another notch in his belt as one of the greatest scorers of all time. He leads, I think, all USA scorers. He's the greatest scorer in USA basketball history of all time, beating Carmelo after the last couple games. And, yeah, that's how I feel about it. Let's go. We won.
All right. Now, a lot of people don't know this, but I want to give a huge shout out. And D from the Fan Cave says that he called Kevin Durant on the phone. That's why they won the gold. So shout out to him. IBB Media says, is Kevin Durant the best player in the world? According to the stats, we're going to get to that soon. KD was ranked today. KD was ranked today as the number 1 rated player in the NBA, right behind Giannis. Number 3 was Joker. Number 4 was Steph Curry. And number 5 was Kulu's boy. You know his name.
Wait, who was number 3?
Joker. Djokovic.
Oh, wow.
Is it Djokovic? Was it Djokovic? Djokovic? Did I pronounce it right? Yeah. Number 3 was Djokovic. It was, Jokic. I'm sorry. Yeah, there you go. So KD was number 1. Giannis was number 2. Jokic was number 3. Steph Curry was 4. And the boy, the king, is losing his throne. He is number 5. So is KD the best?
Luka number 3.
Yeah. So now Luka was 6, I believe. I think Luka was 6, right behind.
Who was 3? You said Joker.
Joker.
Oh, okay.
Is KD the best player in the world? I think so. I think when it comes to mid-range game, when it comes to 10-footers and 12-footers and mid-range, there's nobody better than KD. I mean, definitely nobody. He's one of the greatest. He's probably, if not he's definitely the greatest scorer I've ever seen play the game of basketball. Dude can score like nobody else.
He's the most lethal scorer. I don't know. Harden's up there too, though, as far as scoring.
Not like KD.
Yeah,
but Harden gets a lot of hits from the free throw line.
Yeah. I mean, Harden will make you look stupid. He'll definitely drive. He can score with the best of them. But if I had to put a scorer, the best scorer, I would say definitely Kevin Durant. And I want to give a shout out to. I know we do shout outs at the end of the show, but can we give a shout out to Dawn Staley? Can we give a shout out to Dawn Staley? USA women's basketball team. These girls, they've been undefeated since 1996. They won a gold medal again. She is the first person to play on an Olympic team and win gold and coach Olympic gold medalist team. So Dawn Staley, shout out to you, Ma. Good job. Well done. Well done. We got another goal for Team USA.
And she hooped. Is that the one that hooped and coached?
Yes, she hooped.
So she won as a player and she won as a coach, right?
She was on Martin. Y'all remember when she was on Martin? She was on Martin where Martin
beat my boy Marty Morrow.
Yeah, remember that? She was on Martin.
Out.
It's a foul. It's a foul. It's a foul. So shout out to her. She was on Martin. Shout out to her, man. Really shout out to that girl. But now we are officially going to do our patented "Don't Be No Fool," and this one hurts, but we got to do it anyway. So, Kulu, if you have the footage, the man behind the curtain, please play our lead into this week's "Don't Be No Fool."
This is the Fan Cave Sports Talk. Don't be no fool moment. Telling you from the words of Uncle Bobby.
Tell him, Uncle Bobby.
Don't be no fool.
Uncle Bobby. Thank God.
Oh boy, this one hurt. This one hurt close to my heart because it is the Bills player. We are going to talk about this week's "Don't Be No Fool" goes to the Juice, Orenthal James Simpson. yes, OJ, and he's probably he's gonna beat me down if he ever see me. But whatever.
But if he's innocent, he's not a fool, right?
No. We're not talking about that. It's not why he's a fool. It's not why he's a fool.
Oh, okay, not.
Yeah, I mean, no. So in a recent interview he did with The Athletic, the 70-year-old Orenthal James Simpson was asked what his beliefs will be when he's what will fans believe? I'm sorry. Let me read that again. What will the fans believe will be the focus of his obituary after he dies? And completely tone-deaf answer of O.J. Simpson. He said, and I quote, should I try to do his voice? I'm not gonna do his voice. I can't do it. I can't do a good OJ. I can't do it. I can't do a good OJ. I ain't gonna hold you. I'll just read it. Quote, wow. What the hell? Oh, wow. I hope it will start with just football. I know they're going to add the other stuff. The LA thing, unfortunately, some people wrongfully believe something, but I've moved on. Still think I'm a good guy. I don't let it change me. It did for a while. I was angry for a while, but I treat everybody the way I want to be treated. And you could have left it there. You could have stopped right there. You could and everybody was like, "That's nice, OJ. That's nice. That's nice." You could have just stopped right there, and we would have been fine. But oh no, OJ had to keep going about it. So to be honest, out here, I try to do OJ. I can't do OJ. You gotta look and learn. I figured out eventually somebody would confess to the things that I allegedly did. I had a suspect and told my lawyers to look into it. So they're looking into it right now. I can't really go any further, and I can't really talk about it. Unquote. Really, OJ? Really, OJ?
If you had to do it,
yeah, you had your lawyers look into a suspect. Listen, if
he didn't do it, you have to take back. Don't be no fool.
Bruh, you had your lawyers
Somebody
look into
might confess.
Suspects, and somebody might confess. Did he have?
I know who it was.
Who was it?
It's very obvious. It's the ghost of OJ Past.
Let's be honest. Did your lawyer have you looking into a mirror? Did they have you look into a mirror before I find a suspect? Like, come on, Juice, man. Like, you had your lawyer look into a couple of suspects.
He was acquitted, okay?
It
was acquitted.
The glove didn't fit.
Come on, man.
The glove didn't fit.
Come on, man. Like, let's be honest. Like, when I was a kid, I mean, let's be honest. When we were all kids, we knew like OJ did it, but like now we all adults, we know OJ like did it.
I never knew no such thing.
He did. He was set up. He was framed.
I never knew not one such thing. As far as I know, the man got acquitted. I don't know what to tell you, buddy.
Well, LAPD planted all the evidence.
And I'll tell you one thing: he's keeping it alive. Keep it alive.
Okay.
Keep it alive.
Well, OJ, don't look for any suspects. You're 74.
He's been consistent.
Don't look for any suspects, OJ. Just sit down.
OJ's been consistent.
He already went to jail for stealing his own stuff. Back. Like, out a book. He put out a book titled "If I Did It." Like, bro,
It never came out.
and
never came out.
thank God it didn't come out. OJ, we don't need you to look into suspects. We don't need you to do anything. Let's be honest, OJ. We just want you to just do another Naked Gun movie. Do that. I would take that. To quote my famous Uncle Bobby, OJ Simpson, don't be no fool. Just sit down.
Oh man,
I don't think he was a fool. I think he's trolling. He's a new age troll.
Why?
And I like it.
nah.
Why are you doing this, OJ? You're 74. You don't need to troll. You don't need to troll.
His legacy has been tarnished.
It has.
And if the man didn't do it, I feel for the man. It's something that's going to follow him forever until it doesn't. This happened, what, 30? We got 30 years on this O.J. Simpson case?
Carl.
Hey,
yeah.
I'm just saying.
Carl.
The man was acquitted.
Carl. Did he do it?
I don't know. I was.
Okay.
This is one of the greatest mysteries. When we
Come
got,
on.
Wait. Did the glove fit?
Did he do it? Yes or no? It's one of those great mysteries.
Did the glove fit?
Okay. Like I said, I knew as a kid OJ did it, but now
Daryl,
I know. But now, exactly.
Black people are not supposed to say he did it. You know.
Come on, man. Let's be real. If we're gonna be real, we're gonna keep it all the way 100.
He did it.
If we're gonna keep it all the way 100, like now I know he like did it. Like now it's not funny. Like we know.
How? He said he's trying to at least he sounds pretty convincing. I have to find the killer. Hopefully somebody will confess. That sounds like an innocent man to me.
That sounds like innocent man. Hopefully somebody confess. Bruh, if you get off a case where you allegedly, so he can't sue us, murdered 2 people and got away with it scot-free. You done here. We done here. We good. We I mean, the lights is off. You know what I mean? OJ, we done here. Lights is off. Done here. Done. But he said, no, got more. I'm gonna put out a book.
It's such a strange thing. Like,
hold on, wait. I'm gonna put out a book that says, if I did it. If I did it. Why? Why, bro? Why?
Well, I can explain that. He has no money.
I'm just saying. And then you got arrested. You got arrested for stealing your own memorabilia. Like your own stuff.
One has nothing to do with the other. Okay?
So they got you. So they got you on that. You did your time for that. Then you got released. Now it's time for you to just chill.
People are coming to him. It's not like he's going to the media. They're coming to him.
But bro,
hey OJ, what's your legacy gonna be? And they probably gonna say I did that stuff that I didn't do.
Yeah,
I tried to move on.
Right, and you could, right, exactly. You could have just stopped right there. But he said, I had my lawyers looking into a couple of suspects. I could be sitting right next to the killer right now. OJ, we know who did it. Okay, we know who did it, bro. He said, OJ coming to the fan cave. He gonna stab me. He gonna stab me. But to quote my famous Uncle Bobby, OJ Simpson, don't be no fool and don't kill me, please. Don't stab me. Don't put a knife in me.
He won't because he did
Come on, y'all. I mean, come on.
He did it.
Come on. Really? Y'all gonna sit there with them straight face? You can't even look. You can't even look. Carl, y'all can't even look straight and say that OJ Simpson did not do it. Just say it. Let me hear you say it.
He won't because he did.
He is innocent.
Now,
why you look that way? Why you look right there, too? What's over there?
It was a fly.
You got to stop this.
It was a what? It was a what over there?
It was a fly.
There's a fly over there. Okay. Carl?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
I can't say he didn't do it. All I can tell you is the man was acquitted.
He was acquitted. Okay. It says if it don't fit, must acquit. All right.
We saw what the result was.
I mean, I'm just gonna be honest. I mean, let's be real. Marshall Clark, I don't know how y'all dropped the ball on this. I don't know how y'all dropped the ball on this.
Mark Furman dropping.
Mark Furman. Like, man, I don't know how y'all dropped the
He
ball
started
on this
dropping
one.
blood droplets on stuff. It was a wrap.
Yes, OJ
Played itself.
is the smoothest criminal since Michael Jackson. Damn, bruh.
That would have never, if that wasn't so high profile, it would have never made it
Damn, bruh.
that far. But anyway,
Anyway, we're gonna move on. OJ's don't be no fool. Don't stab me when you see me. Hopefully you don't. Okay. Anyway, so we're gonna go with our make your point segment. Each one of us gets 2 minutes to talk about whatever they want. And since you look so enthusiastic to make your point, go ahead and make your point. 2 minutes on anything you want to talk about sports. It could be your beloved Patriots or your beloved Red Sox or your beloved Celtics. Whatever you want to point on.
I don't have one.
No, you have one. I know there's something that's been stewing in that head of yours. It could be Bill's hatred. We don't care. I know it's something that's been stewing in there. You got 2 minutes to say whatever you want.
you gonna pass? You gonna pass it on to me?
I'll pass. All
right, so Carl, go right ahead. Carl.
So my point here is, I want to make a point. I made a bold statement that the Bills, I believe, have the deepest wide receiver group in the NFL. Now, when I make that point, I knew he's going to come and say something.
I know. We knew it was coming. When
I make that point, I'm talking about, I believe on our team, we have 4 number 2s behind Stephon Diggs. 4 of them. We have the most formidable slot wide receiver in the league. Then we have Emmanuel Sanders, who has also been one of the best slot receivers in the league for the last 4 or 5 years, right?
Facts.
Then we also have Gabriel Davis, who was a shining star on his rookie season, scored 8 touchdown receptions with limited time. I'm talking about limited time. Had he started,
he was the 4th receiver. He was the 4th receiver, guys.
Fourth receiver caught 8 touchdowns. So when he gets in there and gets more playing time, what are you gonna do? Jay Kumaro, who has been the star of
wide receiver Jesus.
Camp. Aaron Rodgers gives him all the praise. If you name a team with 5, and then we're having a tough time deciding whether we're going to sign our draft pick, our drafted wide receiver, the only wide receiver drafted in this class. We have a tough time deciding whether or not we're going to sign him or not. I mentioned Isaiah McKenzie.
Yes.
Did I mention him yet? The best gadget player in the NFL right now.
Hold on. Pause 1 second. I gotta read this comment. Pause 1 second.
Tyreek Hill.
He said, my man Tom Terabasi said, take your 2 minutes. Any dude 2 minutes. First time a Pats fan ain't never have nothing to say. Oh! Damn! Throwing shots.
So, with
6
unpause wide receivers on our team, what are you going to do?
I don't know. All right. Any response, because you just got a lot of shots thrown at you, bro. You better check the windows. Bro. Check your shirt. You good?
Yeah.
All right, man. You got your 2 minutes. Batter up.
First of all, the fabrications. These receivers are so good. They ain't do nothing in the AFC Championship last year. That's how great they are.
Oh, boy.
You can't be serious.
Here we go.
I know you hate facts.
They weren't there.
Emmanuel Sanders has not been the best receiver the last 4. What? He's been the what? You're the dude.
What was that?
Drew Brees was hurt last year.
I said over the last 5 years, Emmanuel Sanders has been one of the best.
Emmanuel Sanders was number 1 last year. Michael Thomas barely played last year. I know
so did Drew Brees. And let's be honest, Alvin Kamara is their entire offense. But go ahead. No. You know what?
Emmanuel Sanders was so good. He was still shine.
Your 2 minutes. Go. I'm not going to cut you off. Go ahead.
Okay. My 2 minutes. I'm going to send a shout out to the young quarterbacks. I'm hearing a lot of good things with the young quarterbacks in the league this year. The rookies specifically, Mac Jones, Justin Smith,
didn't even start,
and Trey Lance. I'm hearing great things about these dudes. I hope none of them start week 1, but I hear bright futures. I hear Trey Lance is looking like the best. Everybody needs to watch out for Trey Lance.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to start. He's definitely not going to start week 1, But if Jimmy G gets hurt like he normally does, about week 4, week 5, watch out for those Niners. I think Trey Lance could be something special. I'm hearing a lot of really, really good things. I understand his nickname is Baby Mahomes. He's that
Baby
impressive.
Mahomes.
That's what they call him in San Francisco right now.
Levels.
He looks that good
Levels.
in San Francisco. That's what I'm hearing.
It's a bold statement.
I've seen some things that don't seem far off. He's made some throws. There's only a few quarterbacks in the NFL who can make throws he made that I've seen. So that was training as a young quarterback. I also want to say, Dolphins, y'all suck. I hate the Dolphins. You guys are trash. You're trash.
I know.
I'm not mad at that statement.
Go ahead, read the comment. Read the comment that just popped in. Read it. Just read it. Just read the comment that just popped in.
That's about as lame. That's about as lame as your running. Yeah, that joke is about as lame as your running game.
His arm, to Cam Newton's credit, his arm won't turn to noodles until about the 12th week of the year.
But I thought it was my turn. And
I'm sorry.
I also
he can't even keep a straight face. Look,
I want to send a big shout out to Dennis Schroeder for being the biggest. I want to keep this G-rated, biggest butthole in the NBA.
Butthole is G-rated.
$79 million.
Yeah.
To sign for one year for $5 million.
Ooh.
I don't know who your agent is, but you need to fire him immediately.
Oh yeah. Maybe he should have been this week's.
Wait, who are we talking about? What are we talking about here?
Dennis
Schroeder.
He gave up $84 million because he was getting $120 million, and he ended up with $5. He's an idiot. I haven't seen this big of a since
Schroeder.
He just signed with the Celtics like an hour ago. He got 1 year, $5 million. He was with the Lakers. They offered him $84 million. He turned it down because they thought he was going to get double that, and he got none of that. So Schroeder, you're a schmuck. That's the second biggest mistake I've ever seen behind Nerlens Noel's, who blew $100 million and ended up getting $2. Yeah. And then right behind him is Wes Welker. He's another idiot who gave him millions of dollars because he wasn't smart. So Dennis Schroeder.
Why though? Why is Wes Welker not being smart?
Wes Welker was offered $24 million. He signed for $6.
Yeah.
So what do you mean? That's an $18 million loss.
Maybe it wasn't about the money with Wes Welker. Maybe
no, it was literally about the money because they thought he was going to get $10 million a year, and then he got offered $8, and then he became a free agent. Everybody was like, well, we don't do what anyone does, so nobody offered him a contract. And then he ended up having
to go win more championships. Yeah. So shout out. I mean, I said then y'all went to go win more championships without him.
Right. So Wes Welker screwed himself because had he stayed in New England,
he never got a Super Bowl ring.
He did.
Right. Had Wes Welker stayed in New England, he would have been a Hall of Famer. Instead, he went to Denver.
Interesting segue.
Huh?
That's an interesting segue. You just kind of lit into it, but go ahead.
He almost got one in Denver and then retired before you get it.
Almost doesn't count. But the point is, you lost money and you lost your ticket to the Hall of Fame because now you're not getting neither by being greedy. You offered a fair contract, you didn't take it, and look at you now. Now you're a pariah. You're not mentioned as one of the great receivers like you should be, and you're not going to the Hall of Fame. And you lost $18 million.
All right. Time.
I think he got tired of cheating. He didn't want to cheat.
Oh,
I don't want to be a cheater no more. They were Peyton Manning, so I don't gotta cheat no more.
Oh,
but they
man.
lost.
They did.
He lost money.
Schroeder definitely got hustled. I mean, I know how Boston cats go. Yeah. Hey, man, we're not gonna pay you over here. You want to make big money? You go back to LA. They're not gonna pay you down there in Boston. Okay, we don't do that here, guy. You go back to LA with that. You want to play for the Celtics? You're gonna make less money. That's how it goes. Okay,
you're gonna suck.
Pretty much, you're gonna suck. Okay, we're not gonna be good for a while. Welcome to Boston. Okay.
Who wants to?
Anyway,
You gonna make a point? You got a point to make?
my point is shout out to the Hall of Famers. Shout out to the Hall of Famers, but I did want to touch on the Hall of Famers that are coming up in the game, and I'm mentioning Steve Smith Sr. is a possible Hall of Famer. Andre Johnson is a possible Hall of Famer. But my point is I think it's about time we open it up for special teams. Devin Hester is arguably dude was a straight up the best punt returner / kick returner that ever played the game. You need to let Devin Hester into the Hall of Fame. Yeah, he didn't quite work out as a cornerback. Yeah, didn't kind of work out as a wide receiver. But as a kick return specialist, if you want to call it, to me, there's no one better than him that's ever done it. Now, I don't know if y'all going to agree with this, but if I had to put my money on it, Devin Hester is a lock for the gold jacket. As far as how you let Ray Guy in, and look how long it took him to get in there. Special teams is a part of the game. He was definitely a factor getting them to the Super Bowl. I mean, that defense was nasty. That defense was sick, but he did run back a kick in the Super Bowl on opening kickoff. I think Devin Hester deserves to be into the Hall of Fame.
He's a Hall of Fame kick returner. What do you want me to say?
Yes.
But he wasn't. His prime wasn't long enough. It was like what, about 3 years? You also can put in more work.
Whoa!
That guy played what, 20 years?
Wow.
20 years is a long time.
Wow. You said his prime was 3 years. Wow.
This is about 3 or 4 years of our play.
Come on, bro.
Devin Hester only played 8 years in the league.
Bro, do not disrespect Devin Hester, bro. Devin Hester was dude could take it back.
Touchdown.
Dude could take it back at any point in time, though. I mean, dude could take it back at any point in time.
But again, 3 years, and I mean, there's been other great kick returners. They're not in.
All right, so now this brings up an interesting question. People just pointed out. First, D said, if you let Hester in, you got to let Tasker in. My boy Tom Terabasi just posted Hester cannot take a jacket before Steve Tasker. This is tough.
Hester was way better than Tasker. I'm
conflicted because Devin Hester was the yes and no. You
we got to get the numbers.
I mean, oh man, I want to. No, Devin Hester goes in before Tasker. I'm sorry, I said it. I'm sorry, Buffalo. Devin Hester deserves to be in the Hall of Fame before Tasker. I ain't gonna lie, Steve Tasker was a trendsetter. You know what I mean? Dude was a straight up savage on special teams. They had to change the rules for this man. But Devin Hester was that.
He did it. It did the time, man. Tasker was a beast.
Tasker was a beast. I'm not. Oh man, I feel bad. Tasker gonna probably, if he see me, he probably gonna beat me down. And we got a bowling tournament coming up. You know what I mean?
There's a dude named Eric Metcalf who was pretty good.
Eric Metcalf, Brian Mitchell, primetime Deion Sanders, Dante Hall. But to me, none of them dudes could touch Devin Hester, bro.
I don't know about that. Dante Hall had moves that.
Devin
Hester would just catch it and just like go through a lane.
Exactly.
Like, he never really juked nobody.
He didn't have to. He was that fast. He was that good.
I mean, fast alone to just go straight.
I mean, he was that good.
He would make like 2 cuts and be gone.
Exactly. That's all it took. And let's be honest, and let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck.
Actually worked hard as heck to get to the end zone, and he went to because it was the blocking. That's blocking.
But let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. Devin Hester was not kicked to on purpose for a lot of the time. A lot of teams didn't kick to him because of that reason. That's just smart football. He still had the record. He still broke the record when he went to the Falcons. So, I mean, hey, I will go.
He played for the Falcons.
I'm about to say, you ain't never getting no credit line at West Her ever.
Going against
I know. They got my face already on the wall. Like, that guy, nope. Go ask Devin Hester to get you a West Her forward. I get one. But yeah, I gotta put Devin Hester in before Steve. Right. I'm sorry. It is what it is. And D said Tasker changed the game. He definitely did. He definitely changed the game. Your man could block punts. He definitely blocked punts before anybody really set it off. He ran out of bounds and ran back in. They had to change the rules, so he couldn't do that. Tasker definitely changed the game. He's a straight up savage, but Devin Hester.
But he's not Devin Hester.
Tasker.
Devin Hester, I think.
Go ahead.
But Devin Hester won. I think Devin Hester won a game.
Yeah.
Like they were down by 21 in the fourth quarter of a game. Remember, we are who we thought they were. That was Devin Hester. I think 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter.
They were down.
That was Devin Hester, wasn't it? He won 2 touchdowns and T-Hester had that kind of impact.
He did.
That was Devin Hester.
He pretty much got Danny
They
Green.
could not score. Devin Hester
fired.
brought them back.
He helped them get to 4 Super Bowls. How many Hester helped them get to?
Oh, 1. And he ran a kickback in it.
4
How many games? How many
4.
games did Steve Hester
I
win by
don't care.
himself?
You got the
How many
4
games did Steve
straight.
Hester win by himself?
4 straight.
How many games did Steve
Here I
Hester
go.
win by himself?
Here I go.
4 straight.
How many
Super
Tasker? How
Bowls.
many games did Tasker win?
4
And but there were
Super
losses.
Bowls.
How
gotta
many
have
games did Tasker win?
Now we gotta
How
have
many games
Tasker on
Tasker
the
win?
show. We gotta have
How many
Tasker
all
on the
games he
show.
took you to? I don't
How
know.
many games did Tasker win?
You
We
did
gotta
not
have
put him. You
Tasker on
had
the
I can show you one. I can show you one. Devin Hester won.
Devin Hester was the only thing the Bears had. You can't even name another player that was on that roster that was any good.
Mike Brown was good.
Isn't that more impressive?
Who the heck is Mike
Isn't
Brown?
that more impressive?
That safety, he
Brian
was definitely a Pro
Urlacher
Bowler
was
that
the
year.
player on that team.
Brian Urlacher. There were guys on that team that were
Mike
really
Brown?
good, bro.
Who the heck is Mike Brown?
He was a safety. Dude was a straight up savage.
Oh, Mike Brown, the safety. He ain't Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
Name another
Tommy
player on that
Harris.
team that was good.
They had
The
Brian
Bills got
Urlacher.
like 5 Hall of Famers on
They
that
had
team.
Wesley Grossman.
How many Hall
They
of
had
Famers
Cedric
did the Bills
Benson.
have on
He
that
said
team?
Rex Grossman.
Rex Grossman. How many Hall of Famers did the Bills
Hey.
have on that team?
And that's what makes
Why would
Hester
they
that
need
much
Steve
better.
Tasker to do
He didn't
anything
play
to
with
affect
Hall
the
of
game? You
Famers.
got
It was
Andre
just
Reed,
Hester.
Irma Thomas, Jim Kelly, Bruce Smith, Cornelius Bennett, Nate Odoms. How many more players you need? Why would you need Steve Tasker to win a game?
I
I am not taking. I am
You
not
just
taking
made the argument for
anything
Hester.
away.
Let me see.
You just made
The
Hester's argument.
Chicago Bears had Devin Hester, Brian Urlacher.
I mean, Steve Tasker had a lot of Hall of Famers on his team.
Okay,
though.
who else is gonna win you a game besides Devin Hester? The kick.
I mean, I'm just saying, but at the same time,
You
they
just
were-
made the argument for
at the
Hester.
same time, Devin Hester was a unique factor of the game that couldn't be matched by anybody. At any point in time, he was taking a kickback. You're gonna kick it out of bounds, or you're gonna kick it in the stands. You don't want to give it to him. Now, to be fair, Tasker earned everything he got, bro. And Tasker played wide receiver. Did he though? Did he?
Barely. But he did return punts for a little bit. But the thing about
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He got a squib kick came and he almost ran it back, but he got caught.
he returned punts for a little while for the Bills. He did. So making kickoff returns.
I think Hester gets in before Tasker, and I feel bad saying that as a diehard Bill. I feel bad saying that, but at the same time, hey, it is what it is. It is what it is.
Point is,
Neither one belongs.
Oh,
Neither one
God.
belongs.
Well, neither one belongs in the Hall of Fame. That's sad. That's sad. Special teams gets no love. Special team gets no. But I bet you gonna have it. You're gonna be ready for Vinatieri to go in the championship, ain't you? I mean, the Hall of Fame.
He might. Well, but here's the difference. Vinatieri is number 1 in points in NFL history.
Yeah,
Plus he played almost 30 years.
Yeah, but he's a kicker. And okay,
He's number 1 in points all time.
okay, kicker. Enough said. Your
Championship rings.
Your job
Four
is
of
to,
them.
your job.
How many
Your
assists do you have?
job is to kick the ball in between 15 feet and the big old pointy sticks in the sky. That's your job. You don't do nothing else.
It's funny. It's funny because if you had an accurate one, you'd have 2 rings now, wouldn't you?
Oh, no, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Overlooked the host.
Oh boy. All right. Anyway, the draft, the other Hall of Famers include possibly Tony Romo, Steve Smith Sr., DeMarcus Ware, Andre Johnson. I think Steve Smith.
I don't see any first ballots.
I think Steve Smith is a first ballot Hall of Famer. Andre Johnson is probably the best Texans player ever.
Get off of here.
Tony Romo, no, I don't see Tony Romo getting in first ballot. But if I had to put my first ballot in, I would say Steve Smith definitely.
Get rid of that stuff off your feet.
Steve Smith was definitely something different. He was definitely something different. So shout out to him.
No,
Before we end the show,
before
we end the show, we're gonna give a couple shout outs. I want to give a shout out to the late Bobby Bowden. Bobby
Romo's
Bowden.
out.
Yeah, Romo is out. Yeah, Romo. Sorry, bro. No, Romo. Bobby Bowden passed away. I want to give condolences to his family. Bobby Bowden, Florida legendary football coach. What'd you say? What'd you say about Bobby Bowden? Oh, I thought somebody.
Nobody said nothing.
I thought somebody said fraud. Bobby Bowden, legendary Florida State head coach, just passed away. I want to give a shout out to him. He definitely passed away this week. We will be back Thursday to give more shout outs. Oh, another shout out to Colts linebacker Darius Leonard getting that 5-year extension. Shout out to him. Shout out to him.
Shout out Luka.
We're gonna shout out Luka. Luka got paid too, man. Luka got paid too. I don't know how much he got
He
paid.
the highest
got
paid
paid.
player in NBA history.
In history, Luka?
J-Rock?
Highest in NBA?
No.
He's the highest paid player in history. Luka.
I don't think so.
He got the biggest contract this year. Oh, Curry got the biggest contract.
Overall,
was Luka second?
yeah.
Okay.
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 Luka
Well,
second
shout out to
behind
Luka. Luka got that bread. Luka getting that bag. Any
If
shout outs I want to
you
give?
go by overall, it's Luka. Huh?
What you mean? What you mean? You said
If you
overall?
go by overall number, if you go by overall, it's Steph. But if you go by yearly, it's now going to be KD. KD's going to make $50 million a year starting next year.
Well, he didn't get it yet, right?
Huh?
He didn't get it yet, right?
No, KD got that bread.
He just signed it. 4 years. 4 years, $200 million.
Okay. Well, shout out to KD. He definitely well deserved. Shout out to my Knicks. I just want to give a shout out to my Knicks. All right. Any other shout outs you want to give before we close the show?
No. Are we doing Bills news? Straight camp news. One of these days. Are we doing it on Thursday?
Yes, we're doing Thursday. We're doing it Thursday.
Right.
It's gonna be all Bills, all preseason talk, all Bills training camp. And if Rashard want to come on and hate on the Bills or say something negative about the Bills, you're welcome to do that. But it is what it is. But I want to give a shout out to all our viewers out there. Shout out to everybody who in the chat. Shout out to everybody watching on Facebook. Everybody, make sure you on YouTube. If you're on YouTube right now, like, share, subscribe to IBP Media Group. Hit the notification bell. Helps us out a ton. And shout out to my parents. Shout out to my parents because they always be watching. I know my dad's watching right now. Shout out to you, Dad.
Right. Shout out to Uncle Mike.
Absolutely. Shout out to Buffalo. Cuomo, bruh, you almost made Don't Be No Fool this week. Hopefully we get I don't know, the new lady coming in. Hopefully she changes things around. But we will close the show. Kulu from behind the curtain. Any shout out you want to give? Your silence says no. Okay. All right, man. We closing the show. We will see y'all Tuesday at 7:30. I'm sorry, we will see y'all Thursday at 7:30. Throw two fingers at him, too. Throw two fingers at him.